Hi student, this is the session 1 of the chapter 5 data handling. In this we will learn how to organize unorganized data. Okay, for that three methods you already learned in I think 7th standard. Pictograph, next is bar graph, and third is double bar graph, and another 2-3 methods we have to learn in this chapter. Now first we will take introduction of pictograph. See, pictorial representation of information, that is nothing but pictograph, pictorial representation of data using symbol. See, symbol here July, August and September, 3 months are given. Okay, in the July month 250 cars are sold. Suppose one showroom is there. In that showroom 250 cars are sold out in July month. August month 300 cars, and September month how much cars they are asking. See here, in this picture 250 cars, we can't draw the 250 car picture here, so one car is nothing but 200. See, 100 cars, one symbol stand for 100 cars. See, one car is nothing but 100. Now 250, 100 and half car is nothing but 100, half is 100, half is 50. So 50 cars, 200 plus 100 plus 50, total 250. So July month 250 cars, August month 300 cars. Now September month 1 2 3 4, so 100, so 400 cars. Like that, this is the pictorial representation of the information. Then how many cars were produced in the month of July? 250. In which month where maximum number of cars are produced? See here, produced there September. Then here 400. September month 400 cars. So in September month maximum cars are produced. See here, one thing you have to say that here 100 cars, one symbol stand for 100 cars, it is given. One symbol is this information may be different. Suppose I can say one symbol is nothing but 200 cars, then this will be 200 plus 200 plus 100. Okay, here it is given one symbol is nothing but 100 cars, so 100 plus 100. If I'll write here one symbol is nothing but 200 cars, then 200 is this one, 200 plus 200 plus half, 200 half is 100. So total 400 plus 500, here it will come 500. Like that it will different measure, like different numbers, different pictures, and different like 200, 300, it is given in the pictograph itself, and this information you have to mention there. Okay, now next thing is, say next method is bar graph. Some information is given there, number of student in class 8. Okay, suppose our school, in our school 2003 and 4, how many students in a class 8 was there? How many students in academic year of 2004 and 5, how many students are there for class 8? Okay, or how many students for 2005 and 6, how many students for academic year 2005 and 6, 2006 and 7, 2007 and 8. Like that, the bars we have to draw. See, these bars are drawn on the graph paper. Okay, graph paper. And see, bar graph, a display of information using bars of uniform width. Uniform width, see this one is uniform. If you are representing one bar graph with 1 centimeter width, then all the bar graphs should be having 1 centimeter width. And here difference is also 1 centimeter. If it is 1 centimeter, then for all the bar graphs it should be 1 centimeter. Okay, then their heights being proportional to their respective values. See, height 50, 100, 150, each 1 centimeter is having the difference of 50, 50, 50, 50, 50. If here I am writing 100, then here I have to write 200. Okay, 200. So this one is also in a respective proportion. Okay, then see here, 2003 and 4, how many students are there? 100. 2004 and 5, 200 students. Like that, this is height. Height is specifying the how many number of students are there. See, bar height gives the quantity for each category. Quantity, bar height. This is height. This gives the quantity. Means this gives the 100, 200, 250, like that. Then what is the information given by the bar graph? See, here they are asking what is. By seeing only the bar graph, we can say this bar graph is giving the information of number of students in class 8 in the academic years. Okay, in the academic years. Okay, then in which year is the increase in the number of student is maximum. See, number of student increase in maximum. See, suppose here it is 100, it is 200, difference is 100. Okay, now from here to here difference is 50. Okay, then from here to here difference is 50, from here to here difference is 50. So in the academic year 2004 and 5, number of students increase in number of students. See how much here, 100 increase. So increase in number of student is maximum. Like that you have to give the answers from the bar graph. And again this information is given in the tables. If it is given in the tables, then from that information you can draw this graph also. That we will see in the next session, how to draw the graph. Okay, you already know, but we will take as a introduction. Okay, introduction or revision of 7th standard. Then next, state whether in which year number of student is maximum. 2007 and 8 maximum students are there. Now state whether true or false. The number of students during 2005 and 6 is twice that of 2003 and 4. See here, number of students is 100 and number of students in 2005 and 6 is 250. Okay, 250. Then 2005 and 6 and 2003 and 4, 100 and 250. Is it twice? No, it is greater than twice. Okay, twice is, this is 100, 100 twice is 200. Then here it is matching, but here it is not matching. It is 250 difference, 150 difference. So it is not a twice. So false. Then next topic is, or next method is double bar graph. Suppose here only, if I want number of students in a class 8 and number of students in a class 7 also, then here I can draw one graph, number of students in the same academic year. See, suppose here 2003 and 4. Then in the same academic year, if the number of students in class 8 are 100, then it can number of students in 7th standard is suppose 80, then here somewhere it will come, like that. With for the same academic year, two informations are given, number of students in 8th standard and number of students in 7th standard. Then this two graphs are coming with the same academic year. Like that is nothing but double bar graph. So double bar graph is a bar graph showing two sets of data simultaneously. It is useful for comparison of data. See, 7th standard and 8th standard, then you have to compare how much students present in academic year 2003 and 4 in 7th standard and 8th standard, like that. See here, another double bar graph is given here. Here marks obtained by the students. Okay, marks obtained by students. Suppose one student is there in 2005 to 6, he was in 5th standard, and 2006 and 7 he was in the 6th standard. Then see, for the maths in 2005 to 6 he got 30 marks. But see here, this is shaded bar graph is nothing but year of 2006 and 7. In the year of 2006 and 7, for the same student, for the math subject, he got 60 marks. Like that, for the math subject in the first academic year and second academic year, for the maths 2 marks, different marks are there and different 2 bar graphs are there. Now what is the information given by the double bar graph? See, information given here is marks obtained by a student. See here, y-axis, marks obtained by the student in the year of academic year 2005 and 6, 2005 and 6 and 2006 and 7 for different subjects. The information is given. So you have to write in your own sentence the marks obtained and the subjects and academic years. 2 years academic years are there, okay, for double bar graph. Then in which subject has the performance improved the most? In which subject the performance has improved the most? See, maths, for the 2005 and 6 he got 30, but for here it is increased, so for math subject. Then next,